Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pink, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that the SEC Terra lawsuit could be a roadmap to attack other stablecoins. I'm going to explain it to you in a second. Then we could see Bitcoin going to new highs in this year, over 25,000 US dollar. And the third news will be all about that. According to a survey, study, 55% of Americans believe they will lose it all if recession hits the United States. So guys, all this in today's video. And don't forget, if you would like to keep yourself up to date, simply subscribe to this YouTube channel, Blockchain Bloom, because every day I'm making you fresh videos. Sorry, on the last 3 days, I was at a conference. That's why I couldn't really make it. It was really a tough one. Started at 9 a.m. until 10 p.m. in the evening. But now I'm back, and therefore I'm making these videos, making short videos, long videos, and usually you get a couple of every single day. So subscribe, bell button, and all. That's the order what you have to do if you would like to get the notifications as soon as a new video is out. And with that, you can keep yourself up to date in crypto, blockchain. Hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And now let's move on to the prices, where we can see actually that Bitcoin is now down a bit more than 2.5%, 23,790 US dollar. Ethereum that's about less than 1% down, which makes 1,661 US dollar. When we're looking at the top gainers, Filecoin is up 25% in the last 24 hours, Astra 17, and Magic is up about 10%. But actually, look at here, Internet Computer 12%. This should be the third one in the top 100. When we're looking at the top losers, that's also crazy here. Anyway, so Aptos is going down 8%, and then I have to check now. Fracture is moving in the third place, and Immutable X with 4% about on the third place. And in the second topic, I'm going to talk about the Bitcoin's new high in 2023. So I will skip that part for now and move on to the first topic. And the first topic is all about that the SEC Terra lawsuit could be actually a roadmap to attack other stablecoins. So let's talk about that. So we can feel that stable coins are actually under attack in a way, especially what happened to, BUSD, Paxos, and all these kind of things. If you're looking at just the BUSD market cap, we can see that actually since the 13th of February, it dropped significantly, about 2.5 billion US dollar. It is negative in the market cap. When we're looking at the USDC, also actually went down recently, and actually if we're looking at more, well, look at this. So the market cap is going down significantly, but anyway, now I just wanted to focus on the same period. So you can see that definitely some part moved to USDC from BUSD, but the total winner right now is definitely Tether. Tether USDT is the one which since around the beginning of February, it gained about 2 billion US dollar. But what I wanted to talk about right now, because this is the whole thought which started with SEC, Paxos, and all these kind of things, and that affected obviously the BUSD. But we have here now the SEC Terra lawsuit, and this actually could be a roadmap to attack other stablecoins. So basically, the SEC lawsuit against Terraform Labs and its co-founder Do1 could be seen as an SEC roadmap to taking down other stablecoins, according to a lawyer. So let's see what was this guy is saying here on Twitter, that called Gabriel Shapiro, and suggested that the case could serve as a roadmap for how the regulator may sue other stablecoin issuers in the future. He acknowledged that the SEC made the case that Terra's algorithmic stablecoin, Terra Classic USD, formerly Terra USD, constitutes a security. So the SEC will allege the integration, promotion, marketing, commercial deals, etc., building the stablecoin ecosystems are efforts of others that are responsibly expected and can lead to profits in connection with the stables. So he pointed out that the SEC applied the 4 prongs of the Howey test to argue that the USDC, Terra Classic, and formerly called Terra Luna, and Wrapped Luna Classic are all constituted securities under US security laws. But also, if we move on, so when we're looking at what was, originally, if you do remember how UST and Terra worked. So USD, was backed with Luna in the smart contract. So if you have USD, you can redeem $1 worth of Luna, right? So to mint actually back then USD, you will need to convert an equivalent monetary amount of Luna tokens. Terra will then burn the Luna tokens you supply. So if the price of the Luna is, for example, it's not anymore, but like easily count like $50 per coin, the algorithm would require you burn 2 Luna to mint, for example, then $100 USD, right? So to keep the value of the Terra USD at its $1 peg value, Terra tokens are burned and minted. Basically, this is how it worked, keeping the value of the stablecoin despite of the volatility. However, we since found out that actually Dolwon went around sometimes, and when the peg went down, I mean the USD peg, then they somehow got people into the business who bought some USD, pushed it back, and they said it just happened because of the algorithm, but we do know that these kind of things happen since. So users can actually burn USD for $1 dollar worth of Luna always. And if Luna is at 50 dollars, as I said before as an example, you can redeem it for 50 USD or redeem 50 USD for 1 Luna. So vice versa, it works. And this is what we call collateralized debt position. But the problem is right now that if any algorithm stablecoin what are backed by another coin, which redeem as a security, is also a security. So because of this, stablecoin becomes as a security. And when we're looking at DAI, which is backed by USDC and ETH, so what will be the situation then? So if this kind of scenario works out, what the SEC is here suggesting in this lawsuit, then actually with this, it could be a roadmap to go against other, especially algorithmic stablecoins, but we do see how they attacking like others like Paxos. So that was the big question, how the stablecoin market going to work in the future. CZ, for example, suggested that maybe in the future the most popular one will not be USD backed stablecoins. Maybe it will be like Euro, who knows? Because all this thing what the SEC is doing around the stable coins is definitely not good for the market. And now it looks like that the majority, as I showed you before, going into Tether. But we do know that, if there's BUSD, then there's USDC, and they somehow, prove it that it's a security, then Tether could be the same be in trouble. So yeah, this is now a new situation. And of course, all these kind of things, because a lot of money in stable coins can have an impact on the market. It can be actually a good thing, because maybe a lot of people just jumping into the Bitcoin rather than keep it in stable. If that's the case, it's good for the Bitcoin price, but they can also leave the crypto market. It can also happen. So we will see which direction we going to go. Right. Okay. Next topic, it's all about, let's talk about the new high in 2023, what Bitcoin just performed yesterday. So Bitcoin has showed its power a little bit yesterday again, after we went up quite significantly. So now when we're looking at here the Bitcoin chart, this is here the weekly, and the reason why I brought you the weekly first is because this level, as you can see, which is the 200 moving average on a weekly, it's a very, very strong resistance. Also, we have here this around this 25,000 this resistance level, but also this one. So these two are working pretty strong together. And there was the point when we turned back. So now when we go into the 4-hour one, we can see it actually much better here. That we went all the way up to 25,256 US dollar. But then we came back, and now we started to go here sideways, where we see that we go further down, or actually now we come back. But this was a very important resistance level. Now we went higher as we were before. So actually, if you're looking at this, is be forming higher highs. This is actually bullish altogether, and so far higher lows. So it looks good, but now the question is that when we're going to break this 25,000 level and when we close above it, because if it happens, then it can easily happen that the next step will be all the way up to 28,000. And if that's happening to Bitcoin, probably the altcoin is going to react in the same way, so going up like always. So now the question is there a further pullback? And maybe we come down here, maybe on the daily, all the way down, who knows, here like 20,000-ish, maybe, and then back, or we keeping these levels, higher highs, higher lows, and we just simply continue for a while. Okay, so this is now the next question on the Bitcoin chart, and now another kind of depressing thing is when we're talking about recession. And there was a survey they made in the United States, and according to this study, 55% of Americans believe they will lose it all if the recession hits the United States. So now we have here this study, and as I just read, the 55% of Americans believe they will lose it all if the recession hits the United States. So according to the recent study by Clever, a real estate data company, nearly 3 out of 4 Americans worry there will be a recession this year, and 69% of the research participants say the US is already in the recession. And what's worse, what they're saying here, that 55% of the study's respondents said they would lose everything if recession in the United States is actually happening. And this is actually more than the half of the participants, who were actually 1,000 people. So obviously it's not the whole United States. It's just like, always as how these survey work, just a small part. And then they look the percentages. And the Clever study shows that the 2 out of 3 Americans are worried that the Ukraine-Russian conflict and the COVID-19 pandemic will continue to impact the economy. So this is probably the biggest worst with the economy. And then we have here the stock market and actually crypto market, 33%. So as far as the crypto ecosystem is concerned, Clever's researchers claim that 31% of the participants view cryptocurrency negatively. So kind of big percent, at least 1/3 of them, around that. And actually around 77% of the respondents believe that the cost of goods and services will continue to rise. So this will not stop. 70% think the inflationary price could force them into debt. And the data also shows that 70% of the Americans are struggling to pay for basics. This is kind of significant, to be honest with you. Big percentages. What you think about it? Let me know in the comment section. Are we in a recession already? No question. Yes, we are. No, we are not. Yes, we will be in this year. And how it will have an impact on you. Let me know, because I would like to make my own little survey here. Okay, guys. I guess that's it for today. Don't forget, weekend is coming, so you're going to have these short videos during the weekend, but on Monday I'm back with another long video and be getting into the news in more detail. So just simply then subscribe to this YouTube channel if you would like to keep yourself up to date. Subscribe button all. If you liked it, what you have just seen, then hit the like button, and I will be back in the next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.